Look, the Chicago Bears just caught an unusual break. And here's the thing. In this video, I'm going to run through the injury report for this matchup against San Fran today. But you know what? In actuality, for all intents and purposes, I don't care who's injured. That's right. I absolutely don't, because the Bears have caught an unusual break in two areas to test run a coach as an interim who actually has a chance to get hired. Thomas Brown is going to be a hot name coming into this offseason. Really rare chance we have to kick the tires in real time. Absolutely zero risk of doing it. Absolutely love it. And also, we have an opportunity to weaken a team's hold on an elite coach just by simply dominating the single game. And I just did a story based on a suggestion by Mike Florio that an alternative might be available that nobody was realizing. Now, this isn't fully collaborated, but what if? There's an opportunity to weaken head coach Kyle Shanahan's status as 49ers coach. Rumors are running all over that he might be available for trade this offseason. Who knows if that's fully possible? But if the Bears can dominate an absolutely reeling 49ers team with an aging roster, to lose this game when you're still in playoff contention, it might just push this rumor just a bit closer to reality, and a good spot to be in all fronts. And in this situation, I'm not going to worry about or even wish we have all our weapons for this game. In fact, part of me feels that it's even better if Swift and Moore aren't ready to go. That's right. Granted, it's going to be hard on my fantasy lineup this week, but whatever. Fantasy football, you guys. This game is an opportunity for interim head coach Thomas Brown. If we're short on weapons, either way, it actually might be better because then there's absolutely no excuse. Like I'm saying, the Detroit Lions, vastly superior team, but they've got 13 guys on IR defensively, and they still beat an elite Green Bay team. Yep, they're vastly better than us, but this is what good coaching does. They get the team over the hump and just grab these tough wins. And if Thomas Brown wants a job, man, with guys like Ben Johnson available, he's got to make it an absolutely no doubt thing. He's got to stack wins, or I'm not interested, and neither should the Chicago Bears be. He sounds great. The players are responding. He's giving me Mike Tomlin vibes. Caleb is advancing, but all that is cheap without W's, right? And I've never had a coach in a really long time that I resonate with like Brown. I'm rooting for the guy, but this is about results. So enough of that. Hey, in the comments, if you want, I would love to see what your prediction is for the 49ers game. Drop a score and drop a reason why. So let's go on to the injury report. So we've got two of the Chicago Bears' key offensive weapons, receiver DJ Moore, running back DeAndre Swift. Both are questionable for Sunday afternoon's matchup with the Niners in San Fran. And at the time of this recording, there's no definite word they are still questionable. It's an early morning today. Both playmakers dealing with quad injuries. Both were able to practice in a limited capacity Friday. And this is after sitting out Wednesday and Thursday. And this is to hear from interim head coach Thomas Brown when he told reporters that they ran around today. They look pretty good. We'll see how the next couple days go and see what happens on game day. He also volunteered that Moore and Swift, they participated in 2 to 3 plays per period during Friday's practice, and kind of to, and I quote, ease those guys back into it and see how they feel. So on top of that, we're looking at ruling 3 players already out. That's Roshan Johnson, concussion protocol. Johnson out, Swift questionable. Brown said the offense, it's going to look to Travis Homer at running back for production. The pair have a long-standing relationship too. Brown actually recruited Homer to play at the University of Miami way back and coached him for 3 years. So this is to hear Brown talk about Homer. He's always been dependable. He's really involved in third down, also 2-minute. He's kind of going to take a bigger role this week as far as being more involved than normal, down and distance in the process. And even if Swift does play with Roshan down, Travis Homer is also, he's just going to get some play. We're also looking at Demetric Felton possibly being activated for this game as well, and he might be a factor too. So you're looking at Homer. He's appeared in 8 games this season, primarily playing on special teams. I talked about 3 players already ruled out. That includes Ryan Bates, also with a concussion. And what terrible luck for him this year. Safety Elijah Hicks with an ankle. He was really coming on to fill that spot left by Jaquan Brisker. Both are going to miss their second consecutive game. Kind of some good news. Keenan Allen with an ankle, safety Kevin Byard with the shoulder, center Coleman Shelton with a knee, right tackle Darnell Wright with a knee. All these guys were limited in action earlier this week, but they're practicing in full on Friday. No injury designation. They are fully ready to go. And then kind of looking on the San Fran side, we already know that McCaffrey and Jordan Mason, they're both on IR after last week's game. They're going to be unavailable for today. Both of these guys on injured reserve, but doesn't stop there, right? Star pass rusher Nick Bosa, future Hall of Fame left tackle Trent Williams. 2 huge blows for the 49ers, and these 2 players are not going to be available. And this is after they essentially got their fannies kicked on Sunday Night Football in Week 13 last week, and that was by AFC East champion already, Buffalo Bills. So I'm not sure what's going to be more damaging for the 49ers, but Nick Bosa, 4-time Pro Bowl edge defender, Associated Press's Defensive Player of the Year in 2022, 27 years old. We're looking at 60 and a half career sacks in 78 games. And through 10 games this season, 7 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, 17 quarterback hits. That in itself is going to make sledding a bit easy for the Chicago Bears, this offensive line that's been overmatched at times. But man, they have been playing so much better under the control of our interim head coach. These last 3 games has been a marked improvement. He's still running the same system essentially as Waldron did, but he has greatly simplified it. He has greatly communicated it so much better, and the results across the board have been so much better. So particularly without Bosa, that's going to make things way easier for a rookie quarterback, for this offensive line, and also without having that stud in Trent Williams on the offensive line, and particularly at left tackle, look for the Bears to have a more robust pass rush in response to that. So you guys, I don't usually talk about injury reports and things like that and say that I don't care, but I literally do not. Actually, it's better if some of these guys are out. I want to see how Thomas Brown gets his team past some adversity and how he can stack a W when things are stacked against him. So you guys, let me know what you think. Bear down and enjoy the game today. I'll be watching with you. See ya.